called in
to Box and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash and tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these stuff.
because they know the
And
brews.
they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
Save yourself some
Beer money. Bucks
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
And brews.
brews.
Bucks and Brews.
Welcome back to Bucks and Brews. Nick, it's been less than 24 hours.
Officially less than 24, yes.
I just got the cruise episode up.
Oh, there we go.
There's a whole lot of wind in the background. I'm sorry for that if you listen to it. It is worth a listen. We had a lot of fun doing it.
Yep.
But there is a lot of background noise. I apologize. I'm not a professional audio engineer.
Not yet.
So tonight, Nick, because it is the end of December, we're going to talk year in review.
Yeah.
We're going to go through each of the episodes, see if any of our thoughts have changed, talk about highlights, stuff like that. What are you drinking?
Oh, man, I am sponsored by our good buddy on screen.
No, that one's my wife.
Oh, this one's your wife. Well, Mike, I'm trying to give you credit, but
Hey.
it's not you.
Mike's is still at his house.
Well, fine. I'm sponsored by your wife. That's yeah, I see. And I'm drinking Black is Beautiful Stout, brewed with chocolate, Ethiopian coffee, and cherries, by Broadleaf.
And
So it's actually by 3 breweries. Let's see here. It is Broadleaf, Black Calder, and Weathered Souls, which is right on the front. If I just keep turning the can
It
40
is.
times, I'll find it. After I'm done with that, like last night, I'm gonna be drinking some candy. Bud Light seltzers, the retro pack. I still have a few left. So
these are actually good, Mike.
yeah.
Bud Light seltzers.
Yes, they are actually very good. They taste like Kool-Aid, honestly.
Oh, and yeah, the one is we're calling it Detroit Lion Kool-Aid. I'm drinking
Blue
it.
raspberry.
Yep. So
Um,
what about you? What are you drinking?
So I am also sponsored by my wife with a Black is Beautiful chocolate coffee cherry stout from Black Calder Brewing Company in Grand Rapids, Weathered Souls, which I believe is in San Antonio, Texas, and then Broadleaf, which is also in Grand Rapids.
Yep.
They did a nice collaboration there. This is a very hearty and delicious stout.
Yep.
I enjoy it quite a bit. When I'm done with that, I'm going to say the Grand Rapids Chamber sponsored me because I lifted one of these from an event.
There you go.
It's the Polar Espresso from Grand Rapids Brewing Company
There you go.
here in Grand Rapids. And if I get done with those, I have a Blake's Triple Jam
Yep.
hard cider.
So,
Mike, I have a feeling I know exactly what he's drinking. He is taking the place of one of our favorite contributors.
City of Portage tap water.
Yes.
there you go.
Speaking
Only
of one of-
probably a little colder than what the professor would drink from Lansing, and I put it in a bigger container.
We have to give him a shout out, but we can't.
well, we can't give that a shout out yet because it's a secret.
But we can.
But he looked very handsome in his Bucks and Brews shirt.
I say we have a random text message in the middle of a day, and he puts words to paper so much better than I do.
Absolutely.
And I just said sexy AF, right?
Yeah.
So what did he he said he's an official connoisseur of the Bucks and Brews.
Yes.
That's great, man. Like we love seeing photos of our shirts
We
or our
absolutely
stickers
do.
or anything out there. My wife started a new job and she was taking one of the thermoses that had, just like
Yeah.
this or whatever, had Bucks and Brews like tagged on. I was like, yes, just like that, baby.
You're like, people are gonna see that.
Yep. Just say next. It's like, make sure you turn it out, right? Put it next to your computer. So
So I do want to hit on what happened last night. So we did talk to a young person that
yeah.
is having a rough time. Parents going through a divorce. They don't really feel like being around.
Yep.
Told them to reach out, and they did email. So I emailed back and forth a little bit, and I think they're going to try to tune in tonight. And if they do, absolutely we'll talk again. And I have to say, 2 of us here are from divorced families.
Yep.
One of us here has been divorced, so it's a subject that we know. And for anybody that's out there, we talked a lot of mental health yesterday
Well, hell, we did an episode on
divorce.
divorce
We did.
for financials.
Mental health is tough right now. Just keep trucking, man.
Well, and I say we're international with our podcast. We offer it to the world, but we understand that, no matter what, we'd rather stop doing what we were doing and talk to make sure that one person gets some type of help, right?
Absolutely.
It's definitely worth it for us. It's, as much as we care about our listeners, we want to actually show that we care, right? We're those people. So
Very true.
But I'm really excited. We've done this every year.
Yes.
We really get excited about doing this episode.
We got really excited this year because we didn't do it until after the first of the year.
It's something we look forward to every year.
You just wanted to do it twice a year. It was just like
we definitely did.
Yeah. And we someday hopefully we get to, because we're at year 3, so going on 4.
We started in 20.
Yeah.
So 20, 21, 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going into year 4.
Yeah. And so hopefully we'll do like a 5-year thing. I mean, because that'd be awesome. Pretty fun. So
our first episode this year.
Yeah.
Year in review.
Really?
Yeah. So we talked about everything from the year before.
Yeah, but that's all right. So we probably recorded it, before that.
Our second episode is one of my favorites.
I can't believe it was that long ago because it feels like it was just yesterday.
And I still feel bad because I totally think we got Buck fired.
Yeah, that's right. Which
I was still the one who said I think you guys got Buck fired, and you were like, no. But you're
I think we
finally
did.
because we asked too many drilling questions.
I'm thinking maybe because we got a little too drunk.
No,
not
at all.
Okay.
That wouldn't bother them, and because we paid our own, and
that's true.
No. I was thinking more along the lines of because he brought us into their facility and gave us free beer, and it really didn't probably, at that point you guys didn't have, you didn't have some of the things that brought a lot more following.
Yeah,
it could have been like, you did this for somebody who only has like 10 followers.
Well, I mean, and they talked about how they're expanding and things like that. Like, so it could have been secrets that were given out too early, talking about the art and stuff like that. And I don't know.
I liked Buck.
Oh yeah, he's a great guy,
and he did just wonderful by us, on the tour. I mean, the tour was phenomenal.
And we got a lot of questions answered during that time.
We did, and I thought it was a great episode. I'm hoping Grand Armory wasn't mad with us.
We went back out there a second time.
We did. I mean,
say anything
uninvited, but
right. And we asked them back, and they're like, "Yeah, not here. All right, great.
Right.
Work here no more."
So I mean, I loved the Grand Armory episode. That was one of my favorites. I got to try some stuff I'd never tried.
Yeah.
Learned, some different beers I like.
Yep.
I think this summer I'll have to make a trek up there, maybe with you, and we'll have to partake in a few more of their delicious brews.
Yeah. See.
The next episode is one of our most popular of the year.
Yeah.
The Jack Razor episode.
Which, man, that's crazy that was the beginning of the year.
It is, and because we're 12 months after that.
Yep.
And the band never made it right.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say Twin Temple can suck a dick.
Same.
Because they absolutely
had opportunities.
I mean, they really screwed him over.
Yep.
Like, he's for the most part okay. He got over it, but he's my friend. I don't get over that shit.
Right.
You ask somebody to do work for you, you pay them for the fucking work.
Right.
It's not that hard.
Don't steal a design just to turn colors different, right?
Right.
It's the exact same thing except for different colors.
So I mean, I thought the Jack Razor episode was great. I've asked him to come back on. He's like, I don't have anything to talk about.
Yeah.
But he might join us for the All About Beer episode.
I'm saying we'll get him on, trust me, because he doesn't have things to talk about, but we have questions that we ask. Right?
Absolutely.
I say.
Very talented artist.
Very. And I enjoy my interactions with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not hanging out outside, but I want to.
He made the coolest logo ever.
Wah, 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 wah.
The Bucks and Brews logo.
Oh, and
those of you watching us on YouTube,
Pops and Pennies and the
yeah.
Pesos and Cervezas.
Yes.
He has done very, very well for us. So we appreciate it.
Just a great guy. Big shout out to Jack Razor. If you need somebody to do some artwork for you, reach out to him. He's taking commissions. He's phenomenal.
No.
I think if in the you open the day trip, maybe it needs to be pounds and stouts,
I like that idea.
pounds and porters.
Oh, that's better. Pounds and porters. I like that. I guess I have to talk to Jack about a new logo.
All right.
So the next episode, another one of my favorites,
It was a good episode.
leaving the corporate world behind.
Yep.
We had 3 guests. We had the Millennial Money Witch,
Mhm.
Jessie De Silva, who's phenomenal. I think we need to have her on again. See what's up. I'm sure we have a ton of questions. We also had Nicole from Betty's Pages and my wife Dawn from Break Room Therapy. And the 3 of them really talked about, why they left a normal corporate job and kind of went and did their own thing.
Right.
I thought they gave great information. I really enjoyed hearing, their experiences on why they said,
Chose
I
different
don't want
routes.
to, I don't want to work for a company. I want to, work for myself.
Yeah. And they're different realms too, right?
Yeah.
One helps people find jobs, one owns a storefront, right? And
Yeah.
then one owns a entertainment business.
Yeah.
And so they're completely different. They're different things and they all have different backgrounds, which is great.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Nicole was in the military.
Yep.
Jesse, went to law school.
yeah, let's see.
And, my wife worked a lot of jobs.
Yeah, we'll see. Just bounced and found something.
After that, we did something that we've done probably 4 or 5 times this year. Mental health.
Mental health.
It's no secret
Yep.
that our mental health has suffered over the year.
Yep.
Mine was very bad at the beginning of the year because I was still dealing with, my illness from the year before. And, let's face it. Life is difficult and people have issues and they don't necessarily feel like they can talk about it.
Right.
So we talk about it
Mm-hmm.
because we don't have any shame when it comes to that,
I mean, there's limited, right? I mean, and we try to practice what we preach for right. And
Yeah.
as much as I tell you, hey, like, should we lose weight? So then you get like, I'm open. Hey, I'm having Michelob Ultras because I'm trying to lose weight. I'm doing these seltzers because I'm trying to lose weight. Sure. Oh yeah, I'm struggling. I'm drinking regular beer and I go out and do this. Like, I don't hide the fact, right? Like, but I also know that there's things behind that, sometimes we share and we make ourselves vulnerable for that reason. I went and told my wife last night, I was like, doesn't matter, but the fact is like the episode that we did, somebody reached out, is one of the best things that we've done
Yeah.
as a podcast, right? And I was very proud of us. And she's like, that's great. And I was like, because really in the end, what's money if you don't have life, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, we want everybody to have a better life.
Yeah.
And having more money will help you have a better life, but it's not everything.
right.
And, somebody's struggling, we want to help them.
Mhm. As much as we can.
We talked about it last night. We're assholes, but we're compassionate assholes.
Yep.
We have empathy for people. We want, we want to help when we can.
Yep, for the most part. I say then after that we had, of course, one of our favorite episodes.
Absolutely one of our favorite episodes.
Just because one of our favorite people. Say
The Great Hendy.
the great Hendy.
Mike, I want you to talk for a minute because I know how much you love Hendy.
He is awesome. That was a fun episode. And I know Hendy was surprised by how talkative and everything I was.
He was.
Yeah.
But again, his presence makes people happy.
Well, just saying he came up here for that one.
He did come up here.
and that
for
was
that
that was fun. He was. I always love guests because they're always, unless they're the people that reach out to us like, hey, you should have this. But really, like, well, I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about. Don't worry, we got you, buddy.
one.
And
We
then,
have a million questions.
and then the feedback we get at the end of it is just, man, you guys rock. It's not like a normal one we've done. It's just all this. Like, oh, we should do this again. Yes, we should. Right?
I don't know how many phone calls I fielded from him when he's like, man, we had a really good time. And Mike had a really good time.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep, we had a good time and Mike had a great time.
Yep.
And he's like, I can't believe how much fun we had. Yeah, we're fun.
Ring, ring. I had a great time. I had a really good
And that did happen.
time. Yeah. The ring ring is from
We
last
we
night's
learned all
episode.
about brown wine.
Yep.
Oh my God, the brown wine was
Round one.
phenomenal.
Your
So,
daughter was here for that episode. Just off
she was pouring the drinks.
Handy's bartender.
She was.
So,
He was mad because we'll get to it, but we did a follow up.
we did.
He was mad that she wasn't there.
So, yep. Hey, boys, good to see you. Where's my bartender?
Exactly.
Say, but no, so that was an awesome episode. Really, anytime that Steve wants to come on, and I love the knowledge that he gives and where he's at with it. So
Well, and the other thing that we like us, he's honest.
very,
You know, if I hadn't made these investments, I'd be a millionaire.
Yep.
But I made these investments and they were terrible.
best one, best investments I did, I guess, were real estate.
Yep.
You know, so,
We followed that up with the Russian invasion of Ukraine,
mhm.
which was very topical.
But at the time, yeah, I mean, it's still
Yeah,
going
so
on. You know, Russia just took out one of Ukraine's biggest power grids.
Yep.
So, this is still going, and that was what was that? April,
that was the beginning of March.
March. Okay, so
And then same episode we talked about the economy and the European Union economy.
Yep.
And how that was affected by the invasion.
yep, and you know, so now we definitely felt it. I'd like to go back and say, hey, you know, it's going to take a little bit for us, and we feel it now, and
Yeah.
we felt it then. So, you know, as much is it, you know, I wish we could keep it as a topic, but you know, we try hard not to. Sorry, my wife is trying to get into a bank account apparently, and it's coming to me for text.
Because that's helpful.
Yeah.
I get the same shit.
But so yeah, and then you know, after that, we did listener questions.
Yeah, listener questions and real estate.
Yep.
We do like to hit the real estate episodes because that is kind of your
Especially
wheelhouse. Yeah.
I mean,
you love talking real estate.
it's a passion, right? And I especially, you know, I'd love to do an episode. I'd love to get a few people on that I do some networking with and just have like a 30-minute drilling questions, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what I enjoy doing. Like, here's your simple answers. You don't get to think about it, you just go for it, right? And that's, you know, that's where I excel is here, this. So, you know, sometimes it's hard because, you know, we did the last one, right? From home, and
Yeah.
sure, the deal's still in my brain, but I'm 10 steps ahead in my head of where I need to be.
Yes.
Not what I just did, right? Yeah, it was awesome. But if you sat down and asked me questions versus me having to tell the story, like it'd be whole different. Like, hey, this is this, because that person's probably going through those in steps and they know what steps they want to take.
Well, I remember the first time we talked about real estate. I came with questions, and you know, not only were you impressed that I asked the questions that I asked, but you had answers to everything that I asked.
Right.
And you know, that's a nice partnership right there.
Yep.
By the way, Mike, if you have to chime in, just chime in and cut us the fuck off because you know we talk a lot.
You know,
Our next one, we talk scams.
That was the start of some of the greatest things that we do now on this episode.
It is. We take scam phone calls,
We do.
or sometimes we just upload scam conversations.
Yep. I say.
And we did that at Grand Armory. And at that point, we found out the buck was no longer with
Yeah.
Grand Armory.
I say. And Mike blamed it all on us.
I did,
He did.
and I'll do it again.
And I'll do it. I'll say it to your face. You know, I say, you gotta take responsibility for your own actions. And you know, just say again, I think, but you know, Buck probably went on to something bigger and better, and
I hope
hopefully-
so.
Hopefully, he's doing well. So
I think I'll send him a message today and say, hey, we talked to your interview and we talked about you quite a bit.
yeah,
We love to catch up.
do like ketchup.
I do too.
Yeah, I'll say that's
I put it on many things.
that's a fact.
I put ketchup on very little.
You don't like condiments.
I don't like those
Mustard.
either. That's why I have a kid.
I like mustard and I like hot sauce.
You don't like
Ooh.
mayonnaise.
Really?
Oh, mayonnaise is absolutely disgusting.
What about Miracle Whip?
Nope.
No,
What about Dukes?
I love it.
none of it.
What is your problem?
He has
If
so
it
many.
looks like it could be chiz, I will not eat it.
That's how straight I am. I say.
No, no, it was, I never really liked it. And then a story a friend of ours told
Yes.
back when we worked at Wendy's just soured me of it completely.
Yep.
So do you eat sour cream?
Actually, I like a little sour cream. yeah.
Oh, see?
No,
What about cottage?
sour-
what
Part
about
of
cottage
the
cheese?
mayonnaise thing is it tastes weird to me.
No, I get that. You know, my wife and I fight. I'm a Miracle Whip person. My wife's a mayo person.
Yeah, I like Miracle
And
Whip.
see, exactly. It's got like a
So
little
much better.
tangy, and it's
Yeah.
just it goes on double. The universal just greatness. And then now we're eating Dukes, and we both are okay with Dukes.
I will say that the same person told us a story about ether too.
Let's say, you know, and then we talked about, so after the scam calls,
We talked about our thoughts on oligarchs.
sorry,
Guys,
guys,
computer's being stupid.
yeah, it's telling us that we have low quality. We're the
Fuck you,
greatest,
computer.
we're the greatest quality you've ever seen.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
So we talked about oligarchs and our thoughts on those.
yeah,
Still hate them.
let's say,
So speaking of one of them,
yep,
Yeah.
so fuckhead Musk
Mhm.
did a poll on Twitter, and he has abided by every poll on Twitter till now,
oh,
because he did a poll on should I step down as the CEO of Twitter, and I will abide by the results. And overwhelmingly, people said yes, you should step down because you suck ass. He posted today. Well, I stepped down. Whoever ran it would run it right into the ground. So I guess I have to keep doing this.
yes, it's just me, bud.
Fuck you, dude.
I think he's doing a great job.
I hate that fucking guy.
I love that guy.
Why though?
I think he's
What has he done?
He's pushed people to create different things, right? Okay, so
What?
let's say he didn't.
What has he pushed people to create?
Okay, so he bought Tesla, which was a thing before he bought it, right? So like he didn't.
Yeah, it was the thing. He did
He
nothing.
didn't develop this, but what he did was he's a marketer, right? And so he came out and
He's a
said,
bullshit artist. but-
doesn't matter. Like, how many fucking companies now? Okay, so Mercedes, BMW, Honda, Ford,
Whether
every
or
company,
not
every company,
Elon Musk bought Tesla,
No.
they all would have gotten into electric cars.
not as quick, not as much.
They all would have.
So I love what he's trying to do with the solar shingles, right? I think that's huge when and if it comes out. I mean, everybody's waiting on a truck too, but when and if the shingles come out, that's huge.
Uh-huh.
That's huge.
I'll believe it when I see it because he doesn't create anything. He just buys other people's shit.
Well, when you got that kind of money,
Well, he's got that kind of money because
we-
of the
are we
blood
in?
emeralds. Yeah, let's do it.
hello, Bucks and Bruises, Nick. Mm,
when they don't
I know this is bothering me. Hello. Ah,
Fuck you, dude.
we tried. We were
Did you
just
want to
talking
try
about
this
that.
one? Espresso.
No, you're all right.
All right.
I'm saying. So, you know, I enjoy him. He bought Twitter and is proving that
He can run it right into the ground.
who gives two shits? What do you benefit from using Twitter?
I don't.
Exactly.
So I rarely use
What
it.
does anybody benefit from using Twitter?
Nothing, but why buy it to run it into the
Who
ground?
gives two shits what he does with it? Okay, here's the thing. People are upset and complaining because sure they might have gotten something out of it. But the fact is you're still using it. You're still making him money. You're still
Who's
doing-
using it?
people.
Yeah.
You just said there's a poll that millions of people fucking voted on. Like the fact is they're following their understanding.
Yeah, I hopped on to vote for it, but I don't
See?
use Twitter.
See, you're committed to I didn't hop on. I didn't fucking no. The only time I do Twitter is when you send it to me, or maybe
How often do I send you a Twitter?
once every 6 months.
Right.
Which honestly, I log into my Twitter and it's like, hey, you have to log in, you have a password forgotten.
That's a pain in the ass.
I don't use Twitter. That's the one.
I would rather get on TikTok.
Oh yeah, 100%. But like I used Twitter for probably 2 weeks and I was just like, yeah, I get nothing out of this, right? But I think it's creating this conversation, right? This is what this guy's
Sure.
doing. That's what I enjoy.
He's creating a conversation with us discussing whether he's a fuckball or not.
And
100% a fuckball.
this, I mean, he did name his kid fucking XYZ space bar semicolon
So
Kyle.
I have said this a lot here lately. I would take a hate crap right on Elon's face.
Really?
I would just fuck him.
No. And then
That
say,
guy's a piece of shit.
that was my Bezos. I still enjoy, right? Like,
Hate that fuckball too.
no, the problem
I
is,
like him better than Musk though, because at least he made his money.
sure, I give you that, but like, don't get pissed when he's shooting a rocket up into space and
That's just because he
Yeah.
needs to show that he has some kind of
money.
manhood.
Doesn't matter. Again, we go back and listen to that episode. It was a great episode.
It was a great
We got into
episode.
some argument on that one.
Um,
So
Student loans and forgiveness.
yeah, I say we got into that. We got into it on that episode
We
too.
did. Get it. We fought a lot this year.
Yeah,
I believe the professor joined us for that episode.
Mr. David
He did.
Seawick.
Yes, he did.
So and I'm not sure if Jim did or not.
Jim did
Might
not.
have.
It was only the professor.
Yeah, I think it was
Okay.
only the professor.
Say,
I think it was the four of us.
right, and then we never say we want to apologize right now. We never followed up after they just shot down the 10,000 extra. So we should have followed up.
I think honestly that's just gonna keep.
Going and then
Yeah,
back and forth.
it's gonna be like a ping pong match.
Oh, 100%.
Then we had one of our favorite episodes of the year.
One of our, let's say, a thing that it's funny. I just had this conversation Monday. Today's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was standing in the road with somebody and I was talking about my budget and I was like, one of my hard things is I like to drink and I eat out all the time.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, you can fix that. And I was like, dude, some of my favorite episodes is how to buy cheap and hot dogs. And I started running through this
Yeah.
list.
Oh,
And, I was
yeah.
like- and then we start going through this, he goes, yeah, people go out and, they want things instantly. So they'll go buy a bag salad and get pissed because they're spending $8. And he's like, I was like, dude, my wife will buy the Asian chopped salad or whatever in a bag. And he goes, yeah, because it's already pre-mixed. You shouldn't have to go out and buy this, have it sit around. And
So you're talking about how to save on your grocery bill?
yeah,
Yeah.
let's see.
Okay, let's back up an episode
Oh.
because you missed one.
That is
Yes.
a great episode.
So before we get to Nick and his I want to eat cheap,
Yeah,
we had Adam on from Real World Side Hustles or
great guy.
the Tent Guy
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yep. Who's
Fantastic guy.
putting out his own little coaching book thing,
Yeah,
right?
basically.
How to get started, how to do this. Just seeing that he's trying to do one of those really awesome three corner tents, like, and yeah,
Oh,
I'll
I
say-
saw that.
yeah,
I was like, that's cool.
yeah, I see. And so he actually owns Airbnbs as well that we found out. He's got a wedding venue. Adam was I loved talking to him.
I
and
did too.
Still enjoy following him, and I like what he's about. He's he's not really a bullshitter.
You know what
Right?
bothers me?
What's that?
I don't think that episode was listened to enough
Oh, and I don't think so either. Like,
because, and honestly, if you're listening to this episode, go back. It's from May 19th of 22. Adam from Real World Side Hustles.
Yep.
It was also our second anniversary.
yeah, let's say, which is huge
Yeah, that's awesome.
of actually being a podcast called Bucks and Brews,
Right. And as you said, we were saving on our grocery bill.
which is it's one of my favorite topics to talk about because I know I'm right.
Mhm.
And I love being right. To say,
Same.
which is why you and I, and that's one thing that you and I both agree upon, right? Is that one specifically is here's where, and oh, sorry, it's say like there's music heading down in Dawn's business, and the part of it kind of sounded like the beginning of my ringtone of like Scotty doesn't know. LuLaRoe, hey, how you doing?
Oh my God.
Thanks for joining
we have
us.
woo girls downstairs.
Yeah. Woo. But so right, and it's one thing if you want to start saving money, start eating at home and
Yeah.
do it in the cheap way. Today I grabbed 20. This is how expensive my day was. I grabbed $20 because it's cash only at the hot dog place I was going to go to for Yesterdog.
Okay.
And it's what, $3 or $4 a hot dog. Let's just call it. So I was going to spend $10 to get 3 hot dogs, and I was going to be fine with this, right? I could have went to the store and done the same thing.
Yeah.
Can of chili, done it. But I was like, I'm just going to go do this. And then I got to halfway to one of my new places. A friend of mine called me and he's like, hey, I'm here. And I was like, cool, I'll come meet you for lunch. So we did lunch at a different place. I went and looked at a 40 unit in Wyoming, did whatever. The one guy's like, hey, let's go get beers. So I ended up buying him beers and lunch, and I still have the $20 in my pocket, and I'm going to do hot dogs tomorrow. Actually, I don't know. I have a really busy day tomorrow, but I just want hot dogs.
I have a busy day tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm meeting somebody for lunch
Oh, nice. Oh, down in
down in Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo area.
Yeah.
Taking the cat in.
Yeah, I'm taking Jasmine to
Yeah.
the SPCA so she can find her forever home.
Yeah. Let's say we stopped, and so this has a lot of coffee, like roast to it. I
Black
wish,
is beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah, it does.
I wish I had a little bit more of the cherry that they're saying here. But I don't know if they were going for a sweeter taste, or if they were going for that darker. Because it's a very heavy dark beer,
It is.
right? I mean, it's not a Guinness, but like it sits very hard, and it's a stout, so of course. But I say I'm enjoying myself with this beer, so
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm already on beer too.
yeah. I felt weird. I was like, man, I'm kind of still on this one. But if you're struggling, especially with, I mean, trust me,
Lil Rose says hi, Mike.
I'm not trying to, right? I went to the store, and like eggs for a dozen is $4
Yeah, it's expensive.
okay, like that tells you how often I don't go grocery shopping, that I'm surprised by eggs, because I remember them being like $1.29, right? Like, and I'm not that kind of guy. Like, but if it's such a significance where it comes out to me, like that's crazy, right? Like, so
I agree with that, but again, let's go back to something we've talked about all year long.
Yeah.
Is it going to stop you from buying eggs?
No,
Right.
it just makes me buy bigger
Yeah.
because I get more for being, I get a discount for buying more.
Yeah.
So
So instead of buying 12, you'll buy 18.
right, or the 24 pack.
Right.
whatever, yeah, I'll say. And now we're actually trying to farm fresh ones if we can,
Yeah.
because those are $3 and I'd rather have better ones. So if I'm paying high dollar, no matter what, I'd rather have the ones that my wife wants to buy.
Right.
Because I used to, like my wife, I gave her the win. Okay, so I used to buy the foam ones because they were 99 cents, and like $1.29, I don't care. And like she kept coming home with cardboard boxes. And so she'd come on, why are you spending the more money? Well, it's recyclable. And I was like, Jesus, fine, whatever. Like I was like, yeah, but you could recycle these foam ones because teachers always need something to put paint in. Like these can be reused, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I win and you lose. And so she's like, no, you're right. And I was like, that's fine. Just buy what the hell you want. It really doesn't impact my life. So anyway, go ahead, Mike. I
Just itching my nose.
Oh, sorry. I heard it in my headphones of a stop. So
So let's go to our listener.
sure.
So last night we talked to this young person
Yep.
about, the fact that mom and dad are breaking up,
Yep. And it's
and basically it sounds like mom's putting stuff in the luggage.
Mhm.
So I know I messaged today and I basically said, listen, parents are going to do what they're going to do. Doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you.
right.
As I hacked my brains
I know
out.
how to say, right? As a person,
And you can't stop that.
and don't try either, right? I
Right.
mean, because it's not your relationship to fix.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with you, really.
And that's
So Mike is somebody that's been divorced.
Mhm.
Would I like
Di-
it? I mean,
So the question is, would we like a family split? I mean, mine was,
mine was or is, and
Mike's is.
I-
Do you like
my
it, Mike?
kids-
And what do you do with your kids now?
I see them half the time, and half the time I don't see them. And if given the opportunity to get them extra, or even just like sometimes I get out of work a little early and my kids are at my house waiting to be picked up, and getting 20 minutes with them to meet their mom somewhere for them to go back to her house, I take it. And a lot is
Are your kids the reason you broke up?
no, not at all.
Do you love them any less because you're not with your wife?
Not at all. To me, I love them more because I can focus all of my attention on them and not feel like I'm neglecting somebody else by doing it.
And I mean, that's kind of how I feel too. So,
Mhm.
I married a divorced person
yep.
who had a child, and Mike and I were talking earlier, and really the way to ingratiate yourself to me is treat my daughter well. If you treat my daughter like shit, we're not going to be close. We're not going to be friends. I'm not going to be nice to you.
Right.
If you treat my daughter well, I automatically have a better thought of you as a person, because she's the most important person in my life. Like, I love my wife, but my daughter's everything to me.
Right.
And again, she's my stepdaughter, but not to me.
I was saying
It's it's really the difference between, like, when we talk about conditional versus unconditional love, and it really is your kids, as a youth, it's your parents, and then as you get older, because your parents can, do things as you grow to hurt you, and that can damage that relationship. Hence, like you and your biological father, and I
Yeah.
know Nick with, I know what your dad on that end as well.
Yeah.
It's that, but then like once you become an adult, you have a kid, that's an unconditional love that even if they like do things that might hurt you, that like breaks a lot more than
Oh, don't get me wrong, dude. My daughter today, like,
Yeah.
I'm tired of fighting with her.
Mhm.
And so like I'll be like, hey, you have to go get your leotard on to go to gymnastics. And I'm like, fine, we don't have to fucking go to gymnastics. I don't care. Like, it's not worth the fight for me. No, and I was like, no, fuck it. We're not going to gymnastics. Fine. I don't care. So I go and 4 something rolls around. I get a phone call or something. I was like, hey, do you, I was like, oh, somebody called me. I was like, hey, I gotta get my kid ready for gymnastics. I thought you said we're not going. I was like, you're the one that told me you didn't want to go. Like, are we going or not? Well, okay. And then, she gets her Leo on and she goes and rocks gymnastics, which is fine. But, so during that, this is that the whole story, but like, she goes, this is why I want mom to pick me up. And I'm like, it like hurts, right? Like,
Yeah.
man, I want you to want me, but like, also it doesn't affect me because I know that she doesn't actually mean it. And sure, she means it in the fact that whatever, but like, she still loves me, and
Yeah.
she would rather just have mom pick her up so she didn't have to, because that way she can have somebody to fight with.
So let's talk for a minute.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Go on.
So before COVID, I went down to Kalamazoo, met up with Mike and Mikey
Mike
and Sharon. We went to Angels.
Yep.
And I was the second person there. So I met Mike there, and Mikey and Sharon showed up a little later. And while Mike and I are sitting there, I get a message from my wife. Hey, your daughter and her girlfriend broke up.
Mhm.
Okay. So
this is This is the one that they were going to buy a house together.
Correct.
Yeah, this was the big one.
This was the end of 19.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Okay,
told
so it was
Mike,
the
I'm
day
like,
before New Year's Eve.
it was the day before New Year's Eve.
Oh, was it really?
It was. I told Mike, I'm like, hey, I gotta go make a phone call. I'll be right back. So I went outside and I called her and I said, hey, mom texted me. I'm really sorry. And she goes, yep. And I said, do you blame me? And she goes, yep. I went, all right. Well, just so you know, you still need to find your own fucking place to live because you're not going to live in my house anymore.
Right.
And she was like, all right. And we got off the phone. And it wasn't that I was angry. I was hurt.
Yeah.
And I walked back inside and I told Mike what happened. And
He drank a lot.
I did many, many shots.
Yeah.
It drove the wrong way. And what?
I left. And Mikey and Sharon both said, you look fine. You're okay to drive.
Oh, Jesus. I've been in the car with that.
You have.
Yep.
So I hopped in the car and I started driving. I was on the phone with my cousin. I'm like, man, everybody sucks. And she goes, why? I said, because they're like blowing their horn and shit. And I don't know why they're blowing their horn at me. I drove the wrong way down a one-way street
Nice.
for 5 miles.
Oh, shit.
I should have been pulled over.
Yeah.
And I should have gone to jail.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's
5
nobody's
miles.
fault but mine. But god damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's tough, right? So like, I know we want to get back to our year in review, but like
We do.
technically last night's episode is still this year. So, right, like we talked about that. So you were very open about how much you did not like this girl.
It was.
She wasn't a good person. I only met her for a little bit. She wasn't a good person, right? Like, but
She, as her true self came out, yes, she definitely was not. She was very manipulative.
right. And so, but we were talking about, Mikey and his, you haven't met his girlfriend. And it's like, dude,
Yeah.
it's not that we should judge, but it's like we're gonna judge, and we just want to make sure that we know, right? Like, I don't care who my daughter dates, but I want to know that she's with somebody who cares, right? Because
Correct.
I only want the best for her. Nothing will ever be the best because I'm the greatest, right? But the problem is, I tell everybody, like, I'm not the greatest husband, right?
Right.
I'm not. I'm the first to admit this. I'm not the greatest dad, but I'm a hell of one. Hey, like, and
I think what you're getting at is no one will love your daughter more than you.
100%, right? Like, and so, but I want there to be at least an effort and a chance and stuff like that. So,
Mhm.
let's say,
So to get, back to this,
yeah,
we totally understand what you're going through. It sucks.
Is
But-
this young person? Is this like young adult or still pre-adult?
17,
17. Okay.
still in high school.
Jesus,
Okay.
just drop one of my
I-
bills.
Or is this through like whatever it's called?
Which,
Found us on Twitch last night.
Okay. But can hear what I'm saying or no?
Yep.
Absolutely.
I mean, at this point, they're like I said, they're pretty close to being an adult, so it's a little harder. But like right now, I'll just say my daughter is having a lot of emotional issues. We are not sure what is going on, but she's been having a lot of anxiety, very panicky about going to school. So, we're very worried. And I think, it's important, even if your parents are going through a divorce, are divorced, let them be, angry at each other as much as they need to be. But hopefully, when it comes to being parents, they're creating united fronts. That's the one thing that my ex and I are still trying to do, is basically be like on the same page with, how we deal with, very critical things like that. There are things that happen with kids that we don't agree on, but when it comes to something like, what's going on with my daughter right now, we're very much in agreement that we really need to figure out, does she need to be on some sort of medication? Does she need to go into like, maybe get much more intense, like,
Therapy
setup,
and
psychotherapy versus just the counselor she sees that, that she's seeing for a few months now. And
well, so Mike, I guess, I mean, I know I hate to go into it, but so first of all, right, like I think we might have talked about it. Like, I'm not a supporter of co-parenting because I think that if you're gonna co-parent, you should have done that while you were fucking together, right? Like,
what is the matter of, like, we never didn't parent together. We just, I mean, in a lot of cases, divorce isn't because of,
right.
I mean, in some cases it is. Some cases it's one of the people is just a horrible influence on the kids and things like that. But in this case, it was really just, it was her and I that had issues.
No. And I get that, right? So, but I say, like, when these people are taking photos of, it says stepdad, mom, dad, stepmom. It's like, I'm like, Jesus Christ, stop posing to sit here and say that this is okay and stuff like that. Like, just to me, because my brain is just so, like, I've only seen really fucked up stuff. And so, like, when it's working, it's like, man, you should have just made it work, right? But so my next question is, now, did you guys ever think about staying together just for the kids, or was that not an option? Did you only, like, did you do it because, right? Did that question make sense?
Can I weigh in here?
Yeah, sure.
I think Mike would have been for that.
Mhm.
I think she wasn't.
Which is fine, but like,
Am I wrong?
No, that's a very accurate statement. And I mean, but I think the problem being to stay together for the kids can be bad, because then
Mhm.
oh yeah,
A
you're
lot of the
unhappy. You're showing
families-
them nothing.
yeah, but a lot of the families that do that, by the time those kids are old enough where you can finally get a divorce without feeling like you've done something to the kids, you start regret having, negative feelings towards your kids, because you're like, I was unhappy in a marriage for 25 years because I wanted to protect my kids.
Right.
Divorce has become commonplace enough where it isn't a stigma like it was when we were kids.
Well, and that's exactly it, right? Like, I mean, I grew up Catholic, and then being raised by my grandparents. Like, you didn't get divorced in the Catholic Church; you got shunned in the sense.
Yeah.
But like, and so that's why it's and so my sister, right? And it's very hard because my sister's a psycho. Let's stop
Yep.
everything else, right? Like,
Yep.
and then she's sitting here just going, "I want to co-parent," and I'm like, I have to do this in a mellow way. No, you don't want to co-parent. You want to do things your way and have the other person agree with you. You're just going to call it co-parenting. I can't believe I said that without getting all fucking angry.
Cam call?
I'm hoping. Hello, this is Nick.
Hello?
Hello, Bucks and Bruce. Yeah. Ooh,
Can you hear us?
shit.
Fuck you.
Ugh.
So
But right, so
Lularoe asked the question, do
Yeah.
you have time to visit kids? So
yes. Yeah, and
I'm
He
gonna
already
say
answered that.
this. He did,
yeah.
but I'm gonna say this. So my daughter's biological father had every opportunity to see her.
Yep.
He just didn't give a fuck.
That's exactly right.
I know with Mike, both of his kids' parents parent those children.
Yep.
He sees them half the time. His wife sees them half the time. They really work on doing this together, because I'm not going to say anything nice about his ex-wife, because A, I don't know her,
Right.
and B, he's my friend, so I don't like her.
Say,
But both of them do put their children's needs first.
oh, it seems like it, like just from the conversation. But right, and I think even as the married parent, right? Like, again, I make it to all my daughter's needed things, right?
Yeah.
The wants 99%. Like, again, if she wants me there, I'm there.
Mhm.
Her random gymnastics, like, honestly, if it's not an important gymnastics thing, sure, I'll miss them once in a while. But like, And, she called us out the other day. She's like, you guys, why do you show up and just not watch? And we're like, I don't know. You didn't know you wanted us to watch while you practice. That's why you have the recital. And so we're trying to get her to understand, like, I don't mind being there, but like, when you get into older adult sports, parents aren't allowed to watch you. I shouldn't be like, you're supposed to be guided by somebody else. And that's the whole point of this. We're just here because you don't have a ride.
You don't show up to practice.
Right.
Yeah.
I've coached 20 years now.
Mhm.
Parents don't show up for practice.
Mhm.
And if they do, go the fuck home.
Right. Well, I was saying,
I don't have time for you. I'm coaching your kid, not you.
well, and it depends, right? So like, let's give Glusa as an example, right? If Tom's there and he's watching practice, I don't mind, right? Number one, he either keeps his mouth shut, B, yells the shit at his own daughter because she's stupid, or right, or C, he has enough knowledge, and I respect his knowledge of the game, where heck yeah, I'm gonna allow him in there, right?
come and help.
Like, and so there's that example, right?
Yeah.
And then if another parent comes up and be like, well, it's because you're stupid, like he's not, way to go, right? Like, is that what we're gonna hear? So yeah, we're about that aspect of things. So
And comment is another sad thing is they're both contacting lawyers. So you have to understand that this is probably going to end in divorce.
Mhm.
It has nothing to do with you.
Correct.
And you just kind of have to let them play their hands.
But I
They
think
don't love you
you-
any less. Go ahead, Mike.
And I mean, we had the episode, and I mean, I'm sure I know it's one of the ones coming up soon in the list. If it's likely going to happen, it's better for them to both have lawyers.
Mhm.
Because it's gonna help, especially for the dad, if he is a good parent, to get a fair shake in things.
so sorry, the next one is would you like a process where the judge says where I have to go? And so that's not going to happen.
You're 17 years old.
You have the opportunity, the choice, and then really you put the responsibility back on the parent, right? So like, I don't know how to say it the correct way, but like, you could say, hey, I'd rather stay in this school district with my dad because he's keeping the house. And at that point, if your dad says, hey, I'm gonna be too busy, why don't you go live with your mom, right? Like, then that's a thing. But like, you really get the choice. So and they're gonna go and they'll agree upon things, and they're gonna ask, hey, do you have a license? Is the kid ever home? Like, it's not a big deal. Hey, 1 year, and then they're 18, and you're responsible for yourself.
In general, in most cases, most states, other than maybe some of the very, still uber conservative states,
Yeah.
will pretty much do a half and half.
Yeah.
Is just a standard split for the kid, unless there's a reason that one parent either shouldn't have half the time or can't have half the time.
Well, and right. So like, yeah.
Like if it was a matter of the mom is moving to like a different, part of the
City.
country for a job and the dad has to stay, that would be one where again, the mom may not get as much time and may get a good most of the summer.
Well, and that's right, like exactly. So, and when my wife and I talk about it, right? Like it's just okay, hey, like at the time I was working third shift, and so she's like, I have to take her at night because I have to get her to school and stuff. I'm like, great, like I'll have to pick her up because you're gonna be doing this. Like, so but courts are like, hey, it's the amount of nights that they spend in the bed, and she's like, look,
Yeah.
I'll do my best not to, do whatever. And so it's that it's like we're the best, but really it's we're both. I mean, I want normal family. There's no such thing as. I mean, to me, normal.
Mind you, they want to live with both, and
Yeah.
they want a normal family. And like you're gonna say right now, a normal family in 2022
Mhm.
is probably a divorced family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, that's normal.
right. So I mean, right when you look at it, I don't know what the percentage is, but it's got to be.
Let's say it's 50% of marriage ends in
I
divorce.
think it's higher. To be
It
honest.
probably is, but let's just say it's 50%.
Right. So, but I mean, just in this room, right? All three of us like have and
Well, like you and I haven't been divorced,
correct, but our
but-
parents have.
our parents have, but
Right.
I've been close
Oh yeah, we've all
many times.
we all have, right?
And
Heck,
my,
my ex has been married 3 times and has 2 divorces and 1 where the husband died. So
Oh geez.
well, and
It's
Mike's
too bad.
parents are together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and my grandparents were, right?
Yeah.
And so with the older generations, it just kind of was that way.
If you run down my family,
Yep.
so on my mother's side,
Yep.
my great grandmother
Yep.
Yeah.
was not with her husband very long.
Yep.
He just kind of disappeared. When my grandmother got married, they were together about 12, 13 years and then got divorced, and she got remarried
Mhm.
and he got remarried because he was actually, he was cheating with what would become his second wife.
Yep.
My mother got married and then got divorced. And of course, you met Aunt Sue.
Yep.
Once my mother got divorced, neither one of them ever dated anybody again.
Yep.
That was just the end of that.
Yeah.
So I come from a long line of divorces.
Yep.
On my father's side,
Oh yeah.
his dad died when he was young. He was probably 13, 14 years old. And my grandmother on that side lived until it had to be like 2002 or 3.
Wow.
But my father got divorced. He was the first one in the family to get divorced,
Sure.
which
Shunned him.
it did. And according to them, the only reason he got divorced is because he married a white woman.
Yep.
And they liked my mother more than the woman that he ended up marrying.
Sure. Well, and so like now if you look at mine, right? All right, so still married, which is surprising. This is the Catholic side, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
really weird. So still married. My mom divorced. Wow, still married, and on the first marriage, but his wife is multiple times divorced. So that's crazy when you think about it, right? Like
I mean, I've got,
now
you
go
know,
to
my mom's sister and her brother both are initially had gotten married and then got divorced. And now, when they remarried, my aunt was married and, for 40 some odd years until her husband passed away. And her brother has again been married for 40 some odd years. And, sometimes that first person you marry isn't
Yep.
the one that,
Well, and that's it's
and
weird
I
because
grew up Catholic too, kind of like you talked about. And, sure, it would probably, if something had happened to like my parents or whatever, it would have probably put a weird thing on, but
yep. No, my dad's side though, I mean, all right, so first aunt has been divorced and now she's been married for 40 years, right? Just kind of like yours. All right, so the next brother, or like been divorced multiple times, remarried, divorced, yep. Divorced, and my dad's like everybody on that side is divorced, right? So like, I mean, I literally come from lines, histories, and they like, my sister, right? Divorced. My brother, my 2 brothers have never been married. I mean, one's dated, right? But like the other one never will, right? And then myself, and which is a reason why I try to keep going with it, right? I mean, I know me, I'm an asshole. I'm not easy to live with.
Same.
So I understand when my wife gets upset, frustrated, because I'm like, you know what? Like, let me step back because I know that it's probably me on this one.
Well, and again, we had this conversation last night. There are times that our wives don't like the opposite person.
Yep.
Because it reminds them too much of their husband.
Yep.
So Courtney gets pissed off at me because when she sees me, she's like, fuck, that's just like Nick.
Yep. That's it.
And Dawn will see you and go, God damn it, that's just like David.
That's it, right? And that's a negative because that means that everything they've been complaining about, and normal people don't do that. Well, there's a second person he found that actually.
Well, and not only that, it's they know what's coming for the other person and they care about the other person. And they're like, oh my God, he's just gonna be a dickhead. And I'm gonna have to not like him while he's being a dickhead.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, so but anyway, so back to
urine review.
Yep.
So we did, after saving on your grocery bill, Inflation, stocks, and the housing market.
Yep, because we talked about the Russian stuff, where
We
things
did.
are headed, and stock market had taken. So let's pull it up right now. I mean, because this is what we love to do. I'm hoping.
Inflation's dropped 2%.
But rates just went up again.
That's why inflation drops. 'Cause
Again.
rates went up.
Again, I can't afford this, David. All right, so here we go. Stock market.
Because you buy a lot of houses.
Yeah, it's weird. Oh shit, man, I'm doing fucking well. Here we go, folks. I am up. What percentage is this? 77.98%. So I'm still doing very well in my betterment. I have a very decent profit. So, right, I just logged out. Let's hope I don't have to relog in. So, all right, what month was this? David, what month did we do that episode?
We did that episode on June 26th.
And this is October. So in June, June actually it was low.
Inflation was around 9.1%.
So I was actually lower on that time than what I currently am. Okay, which is
Because it's about 7.1% now.
but I will tell you, October 3rd was my lowest. I almost didn't have a profit. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way. I got down to only, so at one point I was up a crap ton. At this point, I almost broke even in October. So, right, we tell you to wait it out, and now I'm not back to the biggest amount that I had, but I'm a fourth of the way, right, of profits. So, I'm still happy with what I have.
Well, and when I look at my accounts through June,
Mhm.
I'm way down. But from June to now, I'm a little bit up.
As I said, October sucked,
Yeah.
right? But like, it's everything above that. So, and then, one of our biggest episodes of the year.
Roe versus Wade.
One of the things that we're still very passionate about, right?
We are.
Congrats to Michigan. We'll talk about the election episode,
Yep.
which wasn't one of my favorites, but
I loved the election episode.
yeah, but I will say that Michigan did well. Michigan
Yeah.
did the right thing in our opinions, and everybody's entitled to their opinions. Yours just sucks, and mine's always right.
Correct.
That's plain and simple. So Mike's over there smiling. Yeah,
I actually am looking at my betterment returns.
which is great. I mean, dude, Mike went out. I mean, it might have been last year, right? He Grubhub just to do index funds, or sorry, just to do
Investments.
yeah. But what was the dividend payouts, right? Like
Yeah, dividend
specifically
stocks and
dividends.
stuff like that. Yeah.
So, I loved that type of things. I say you're very much more of a political person. You try to get involved.
Very
in that.
much so.
I try to be not that. I try to be very neutral. And it's weird because it's funny to me because what you texted me about the Jennison thing.
Mhm.
And I instantly had a thing of a response of like, man, no. And to me, it's like, damn, that's maturity right there, right? Like, so I'm maturing, which sucks. But then I'm sitting here going, why are people just instantly jumping on this wagon? But so, and then after that, right, we turned to mental health again.
We did. Because it's obviously very important.
Right.
So we talked mental health, scams, and viewer questions.
Yep. Which we love viewer questions. If you have any financial viewer questions, and we're gonna get into some awesome stories. I love this year. This year was, I mean, I love every
We
year,
did.
but because we're gonna talking about it. Like, dude, we had a guy reach out and move to a different area, start a business. We sent him stuff. And we found the follower on TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
that's fucking badass,
It
dude.
is.
It's like, hey, how do I start my business? How do I do here, this, and we give advice. And sure, whether you're successful because of it, we had part to do with it. Like,
We
even if I
did.
gave you that bat of confidence just to go, yep, I'm gonna do it, right? That's what this is about, man.
So then after that, we did commercial real estate and storage units
Yep,
with your friend Charlie.
that's right, which I really enjoyed.
I did too. That was a good episode. And then after that, one of my favorite episodes of the year,
Oh, this was a great episode.
You made an old fashioned
I made a couple but
for
yes,
a wonderful young lady.
one of my new favorite women of my life.
Yes. Her name is Yvonne.
Yep.
And she is awesome.
Yep.
And we did our second episode with the great Hendy
we did,
at his house.
which we went and it's funny because we even warned him ahead of time. We're going to depth. You're going to talk. We're going to go into detail. And he was just about it, man.
he was.
And Yvonne was sitting here just talking. You know, they have
She didn't want to do it in the first
and I
place.
loved it, right?
And then had so much.
And then we ate pizza, and
We
we
did.
had
Yeah, that's when
Fashions.
that was right around the time the year started getting rough for me.
Yeah.
yep. Let's say end of July there, yeah. And but no, that was I mean just the drive. It was awesome, man. I had a great time doing that episode
And mind you, very underrated as far as downloads go.
because people don't know him.
They don't. Go back and listen to that episode. It was
Right.
phenomenal.
And that's the hard part is like things that we think that you're gonna get the most from, you won't get. And so like I'm having this conversation, and let's go to the real estate side of things.
Yeah.
You know, I had a guy who's like, hey, this, and I'm like, look, the amount of knowledge I'm giving you via this conversation is more knowledge than you'll get through it's taken me years to build these relationships. You're getting more knowledge in 1 week than I've gotten in 13 years. Right. Like,
Yeah.
and so to get somebody like Steve, who is great, who has done it, not is doing, like there's two people, right?
Yeah.
There's a done it and doing it. And so the doing it people are still listening to if you don't have a mentor
Mhm.
and you started it by yourself, you're doing great, right? Like good for you, but you could probably go bigger and better if you had that person teaching you how to get to that next level.
Absolutely.
So really I loved it. I like those episodes, man.
We followed that up with listener questions and a viewer from Denmark. You're looking weirdly here.
Who is my viewer from Denmark?
We had somebody join us from Denmark and ask us many, many questions.
That's right.
We
Yeah.
did. He joined a couple weeks in a row.
Yeah, because we talked politics and
We
things
did.
like that. And sorry, I forgot they were from Denmark. And I'm like, wait, hold
They
on.
were.
But it wasn't they didn't jump online. They actually just did
Yeah.
what Lula Rowe here is doing.
Correct.
I remember that was I say, and you know, it was great to hear what their opinion is. That's what I showed you before we were here.
Yeah.
I was in beautiful Florida, which I don't ever say that about Florida, but I was in Florida and I met a friend of mine from Germany, and I'm supposed to go out there in a half a year. So but right, like his view of America is so different, or you know,
Yeah, totally.
than what you would think, right? Because people and it's funny because other countries think that Biden's a pushover and everybody hated Trump in different countries, right? Like it's hilarious to me because we're all sitting here going, yep, I don't like Biden either. I don't like Trump. But I, you know, and people are like, hey, I'd rather have a Biden because he's not trying to get the world to kill each other. Right? Like,
Well, I think I would prefer Biden because he can actually get some shit done.
disagree, but we'll talk about
Why
that
do you disagree?
because he's
He doesn't like the shit that Biden's got done.
No, not at all. Because he's not getting the things done. So the same thing I tell everybody about Trump, right? So term limits, if he would have gotten it done, dude, that would have made
Nobody wants to get term limits done, unfortunately.
that's the problem. Like put it to an American vote, right? Like let's fucking do this. But what I will say is, you know, so Biden, right? I mean, so Trump, and I told you this, right? What Trump was great at is he'd sign an executive order and then say, fucking sue me later, right? He'd been impeached more than any president we've had.
Yeah, but Biden signed plenty of executive
Not
orders,
plenty,
too.
not plenty. Like he signed some.
No, he signed more than Trump did.
I doubt it.
He did.
Look up the statistics. But right, all I'm saying is this guy is literally just, yep, hey, we're gonna do this. And you and I agree upon things need to change with medical, right? And as much as it made normal workers money, and dude, your rates just went up on your medical again.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Rates just went up. Rates will keep going up like crazy. what I found and what I see and what I've seen is Biden needs to push back and get the Obamacare back into place.
It's in place. It hasn't gone anywhere.
So
So
the free market,
Trump in 4 years signed 220 executive orders.
okay.
In not quite 2 years, Biden has signed 105.
So
So Trump signed 55 a year and Biden has signed 57 a year.
but so he's on track, but that doesn't mean he's going to it's not a fair comparable. So
Yeah, you can't compare it because he hasn't been in office for 4 years. He's been in office for 2.
right, but so he's done 2 more, but he hasn't done enough with his executive orders, right?
Yeah, he undid a lot of what Trump did.
And
But
you-
you're looking for term limits.
but no,
and-
so also I'll give Biden credit because what he did with the Roe versus Wade thing, the recent one that he just did, fucking good for him. Like,
But hang on,
fight me.
a bunch of us want term limits. But what senator or
None
congressperson
of them.
wants term limits?
That's what I said. Put it up to the American person.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
That is the problem. But
So-
that's not a president problem. That's a
But and that was the problem is you're trying to fight for Biden and saying that I'm not fight. That's the one thing I hated about Trump that he didn't do that he promised he would do.
yeah, because he doesn't have any power to do that. I'm not going to
He
defend
could.
Trump for a minute,
He could have.
but the president doesn't have any power to say we're going to put term limits on Congress.
Bullshit.
They don't have that power.
Oh, he has the
No,
power.
they also can't do it with justices of the Supreme Court either.
Correct.
That's well. So
Who should have a job for the rest of their life? And let me ask you something. What fucking 70-year-old represents you?
So my problem with the answer to your question,
Mhm.
I don't think that there should be. I don't know a fix. That's my answer. Is I don't know a fix. Okay,
No, there's an
but I will,
absolute fix.
but there's not. So the 9 Supreme Court justices
Uh-huh.
that are out there. I don't know how to answer the question
So
because
in the state of Michigan,
they shouldn't be there, right?
we vote on our Supreme Court justices.
Yeah,
They have to get reelected.
yeah.
But in the United States, once they get elected, there's nothing else.
Not even elected, appointed.
Correct. Appointed and voted in by
Voted in.
Congress.
And that's my problem. Is it's also based off of the president then and there and now.
Correct.
So
it's-
that's
it
where
would-
that's where my issue is. So Trump has officially fucked everything
Correct.
because he got lucky and RBG fucking
Well,
passed.
it's not
And
even
the next-
lucky. It's
if
Obama had a opportunity to nominate somebody,
yep.
and because the Republicans had control of the Senate, McConnell said, "Nope,
No,
we're not going to vote on anything. Fuck off."
Yep.
And he goes, "We'll never do it in an election year." And then Ginsburg dies,
Yep.
and he's like, "Nope, we have to have a justice right fucking now," because it only benefits him.
Yep. And that's
And at the end of the day, what these people are looking for is not what benefits the country, it's what benefits them.
well, that's just it. Like, and Jim, right? When we have him on, he talks about he was a constitutional man. Like,
Yeah.
well, and so you and I'm not the biggest political person, right? But you and I can both agree that fuckface is the worst. He is the worst of what the 9 is, right? Donkey Dunk Doug, Gangbang Greg.
And when we talk about fuckface, we
Yeah.
talk about I love beer.
Yeah, well, I can't
Yeah.
even think of his
Kavanaugh.
Yeah, Brett Kavanaugh, right? Like, and so
And honestly, I don't think he's the worst.
well, okay,
I think
That's why
Handmaid's
Clarence
Tale is
Thomas
way
is the
fucking
worst.
worse.
but Brett Kavanaugh is going to be, and he's only going to get worse, and he's young,
Mhm.
and he has potential to
But so is Coney Barrett. She's gonna be the
Yeah.
same fucking way.
that, and that was horrible
Horrible.
selection, for where America needs to head, right? Like, because they're not voting, they're voting with their hearts and opinion, and that's so.
They're voting on their opinion.
I guess my answer is
Not law.
I wish there was a thing that stated, hey, this is what the law states, this is how it has to be. And this is how the Supreme Court justice votes. Right? It shouldn't be a jury, right?
Right.
It should be a state, or it should be a status in a law,
Even,
right?
even a jury would be nice because
No.
at least in like no, but if you look at it from this perspective, at least in like a trial jury, you have to have a unanimous decision for a person to be considered guilty. So for like something to be considered that, you get one opposer, and then a lot of this stuff wouldn't happen. Like they're basically calling Roe versus Wade unconstitutional would not have happened because there wasn't 100% agreement in that thing.
Well, the checks versus balances, I don't think's right in that aspect.
We don't have any anymore.
We don't.
Oh.
But so what I'm saying is you need to input it in state, and that's the thing. Like the person that would write the code would have. So it's a bias and it's an opinion, right? Because if you so let's talk about the Roe versus Wade, and I don't remember the total, but let's talk about it. Went 5-4. That
Mhm.
means it's an opinionated
6-3.
thing, right? Did it?
Went
So
6-3.
so
it went straight down the party line.
well, and so
6 Republicans, 3
Well, even
Democrats
when-
on the court.
During the election period in 2020, everything for anti-Biden was he's going to stack the court. He's going to stack the court. He would have needed to find a way for the Supreme Court to be increased by 4
Mhm.
to get a Democrat majority. Even increasing it by 2 would have still left the Republicans a majority.
Well, and not only that, but the people that are complaining that Biden didn't do this, Biden didn't do that, they don't look at the greater scheme of things. He didn't have the fucking votes.
Mhm.
You have to have 2/3 of Congress unless they eliminate the filibuster, which they were not willing to do because both Manchin and Sinema basically said, we're not getting rid of the filibuster. Fuck all you people.
well,
And now that the Democrats have won the Senate, Sinema's like, yeah, I'm not a Democrat anymore. I'm an independent. I'll still vote with the Democrats, but fuck all you people because I'm all about getting mine.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, they are human fucking beings. They're only worried about getting theirs. They're not worried about the rest of us.
no, not at all, right? But just saying, let's get back on topic.
Back
'cause
to back to your interview.
a hot topic for us.
We did a fun episode with Brent
Really awesome episode.
Ashcroft.
I was gonna give that as a shout out for tonight.
Yeah.
So check this out. I'm opening up some rolls of 50-cent pieces.
Yes.
And guess who finds a silver coin?
Did you?
I did, yeah. So it's
Did you get a hold of Brent?
I have not,
You
but it's
should.
only one coin, and so I figured I'd
Still.
try it again and see if I can get instead of just $20, I'll get 40 or something. So
So we talked coins, precious metals, and paper money with Brent Ashcroft from GR Coins.
yeah,
He just had a post again that if you have coins, please contact and they will appraise them.
I
We learned a
know
lot on that episode.
we did, and then to say
We need to do another one with Brent.
I would love to. That was a very fun one. And so
It
that
was.
got quite a few viewers on that one.
We did, and we answered a lot of questions.
We did.
After that, we did the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022.
Yep.
Which I hate the name. I
Yep.
hate the name of so many things. I hate the name of this because it's not really an Inflation Reduction Act.
Right. It's an inflation increasing.
Well, it's not even that. It's just an act that they hope eventually will decrease inflation.
Right.
But many things will decrease inflation. This really has nothing to do with that.
But
If they
So-
name it something, it'll make everybody happy.
Correct. Then we had the episode whose name I hate the most. Quiet quitting.
Oh yeah.
and that was with. Did we have?
It was just the three of us.
okay.
I talked to Jim beforehand.
Yep.
And he told me his thoughts, which was he hates the term. He prefers work to rule. You and I talked about it last night.
Yeah, we talked about getting Jesse on for that.
Yeah, we did. And again, I hate quiet quitting.
Yep.
Because that's not what it is.
Right.
You didn't quit. You're just working to the parameters of which the job is.
What you giving me?
So I'd ask you to work 40 hours and get this much work done. And that's what you're doing.
Yep.
I'm just not going above and beyond anymore because you don't give a fuck about me.
That's all, you know, so here, right. It's funny. I was in the gas station before we came to the episode last
Yeah.
night, getting my drinks. And this lady's sitting in a rolling chair down the middle of an aisle, restocking some shelves. And all I'm hearing from her, like 3 times, she repeated it. I've been here 3 or 4 years. I don't remember. And I've not gotten a raise for 2 years, and I'm in my 3rd year, and I have never gotten a review. Yeah, I said I've been here 3 years and never gotten a raise and haven't even gotten a review. Okay. Mhm.
After year 2.
You said it multiple times, and now what I'm going to tell you is, like, you need to speak up, right? Like, nothing's going to change unless you speak. Well, and if your answer is, well, I can't afford to do it. Like, I mean, you look at them and just say, hey,
After year 2, hey, I've never had a review.
Mhm.
I've never gotten a raise.
Mhm.
What are we going to do about that? And if their answer is, I don't really give a shit, go find something else.
cool, Speedway's hired. So, like,
McDonald's is hiring.
well, even if you want to stay in the gas station field, right? So, like, now we're getting come and goes.
Yeah.
Which is actually heavily staffed places. People don't realize it, but I mean, I don't know if they're going to be here, but I think that's a big key for us. So,
Absolutely.
um,
After quiet quitting,
Yep.
we have the professor back for student loan forgiveness.
which was we always enjoy Mr. David Seawick joining
Yeah.
us, honorary Bucks and Brews t-shirt member now.
After that,
Yep.
we had Terry Rostick
We did,
from Black Calder Brewing
which we both have beers from them tonight.
right here.
Yep.
Black is beautiful.
He-
We asked so many questions. And he answered every one of them.
Yep.
We need to have Terry back.
It'd be fun. It's like, right? Did you send him that brewery that was for rent for like $2,000 a month?
I don't know.
I sent it to you, right? And
Yeah.
it's like traveling all around Facebook right now. So he wants a specific area and things
He
like that
does.
too. But I like where he's headed. He has a passion project more than he has the beer aspect of things.
Absolutely.
Because right, like, he wants to impact certain areas of the town, and he sees things completely different. So it's really fun.
Into September, we
Yeah.
talked millennial home ownership
Yeah,
because
Oh,
there was that article that millennials feel they'll never own a home.
100%.
And you're a millennial.
I'll never own a house.
How many do you own?
None. My wife owns a shit ton. The bank owns fuck. And me, my daughter, she'll own a bunch. But me, I'm my LLC owns some, right?
Yes.
but me, I'm just a nobody, buddy. So I tell the people all the time, we're like, so full of shit. He's like, nah, man, like, this is how you have to live life. I'm gonna own nothing. If you own stuff in your life, you're doing it wrong, baby.
Right.
You're doing it wrong. I can drink beer. Where'd you get that money? My business paid for it because I'm doing a podcast. That's a straight business, right? It's all right up. So
After that,
Yep.
we talked to Sarah Jure, who
which
got fired as a teacher and started her own OnlyFans.
she did.
This was not a heavily listened to episode,
really,
but it was a heavily watched episode on YouTube. It
that's
seems people wanted to see the pretty lady.
it's from,
they didn't give
from
a fuck.
Indiana.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck about listening to us.
It's weird, right? Because we have three fucking big dudes on here, like this chick she's very attractive,
Yeah.
right? And my wife, right? I get home and she's like, "How was it?" And I was like, "It was great, yeah." Made full eye contact the entire time. So, but no,
Those
she's
pictures that you sent on her OnlyFans. I mean, I think she looks better as a brunette.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I say I didn't even look. I should say
Oh my God. I don't know if I shared this TikTok with you,
no.
but either my wife or my daughter shared it with me. And it was this girl asking her husband to rate these women.
Yes. Oh,
Did
you didn't share it, but you might
You
have
saw it?
I watched it. It was hilarious. 10, 9.5,
Yeah.
9.5, 10. Oh, no,
do you know who this is? He's like, yeah, this is
James, whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cody Smith or some
Yes.
shit. And she's like, oh, you knew it was a guy.
And then he goes 9.8. And she's like,
Don't write him.
yeah. I thought I sent it to you because I died laughing because
Maybe you did.
sorry. Oh no, never mind. That was an hour ago. That's weird. My wife said Plaid or Plaid is sending me a verification code. We don't have a Plaid or a Plaid. We have an LMCU, so she doesn't know how to read her text. Neither
Which
do I.
is really, really funny because I got a message, I think it was this morning, saying something about an LMCU like account being locked, and I don't have LMCU at all.
Huh. Weird.
I'm getting at least one of those a week.
That's so weird. So no,
And I've
that was
never had an LMCU account.
I always text them back, either eat my ass or suck my dick.
that was an awesome episode because I think honestly, her as a person is just great.
She was a very nice lady. I feel
And-
for her.
right? Like I loved hearing about how you can, it doesn't have to just straight up be hardcore adult entertainment, right?
Yeah.
Like it can be, hey, finding yourself and enjoying who you are and
One of the things I
know,
like that
there's-
she said is, yeah, I hop on there and I just talk to people.
right. Oh yeah,
Cool.
100%.
Yeah.
I still have to get my dick rated. Like that's something I want to do, but I just feel like she's full of shit.
I sent Mike one the other day of a girl that'll do it for free.
Really?
Yeah.
I just feel like she's full of shit though. Like, I mean that in a respectful way if she listens, but like, I feel like because we asked her if she ever gave a bad rating and she said no, but like, I want a
People are
truthful
paying,
rating.
she's not going to give a bad rating.
I know because she wants the extra money and like,
Yeah.
but like, I want to be like, you know what? It's not the biggest I've seen. It's not the smallest I've seen.
Hey,
Solid four. Right, like I'm sitting here. I'll walk around and be like, "Oh yeah, like
I'm a solid 4.
it's not bad. That's not I'm a big guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not bad." And now pronounce you chucking like I'm a 10. I'm a 10. Like, 'cause if she gave me a 10, I'm just gonna walk around. That's all I'm gonna do.
You know what that reminded me of you a second ago?
What's that?
The guy we watch on TikTok that goes, what?
I love that, dude.
I do too.
What? Yeah. So and then our next episode,
We need a reset. We're dealing with shit. Oh no. Before that, it was healthcare.
oh,
It was health care and health insurance problems.
because you
It
and
was the
I,
porch episode that you did not come to.
I recorded from home.
You did.
Yeah.
Did.
We had Wendy on
Yep.
because
Who didn't
Wendy,
go on video?
no, she did not want to be on
Yeah,
video.
Say, yeah.
Well, initially it wasn't going to be on video. It was only going to be recorded.
Right.
Yeah, my bad.
It
So,
was.
I don't think I was feeling well.
You were not.
Yeah,
You were,
so-
and you still got really, really drunk by drinking like
That's right, because I took medicine and I was like,
yeah.
I texted you and was like, we got to be done because I've had 2 beers and I feel like I am just intoxicated.
And you were.
I was.
It
dude,
was
that
good that you were home.
Crazy. Oh no, that was okay. That was the night I got completely like.
Yeah.
I had
you
one
were drinking like you made yourself like
old fashioned, and I
Yeah.
had the beer or maybe 2 on the podcast, and I started making simple syrup. I spilled
Yeah.
it all over my house.
Yeah.
My wife asked me, she's like, "How much did you drink?" Like, I'm like, I had 2 drinks. Like, I don't know what happened, and so like I fell out of my chair. Dude, I was David drunk, right? Like,
You were.
and I had 2 drinks.
I hate the fact that there's a term called David.
Like, first time I go to David's house to drink, well, I mean, probably the 10th, but he just falls on his like $900.
unfortunately not
at
the
the time I was
Professor
humping the
David
floor.
Seawick.
It was at the time that you broke your R2D2 Star Trek speaker.
Oh, that was the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, that
that was a different time.
Oh, dude, just he did, yep. It just there it goes, and I was like, I don't think he wanted to do that. So,
I guarantee I did not want to do that.
but yeah, dude, like that night. So the night we did that episode, and I'm texting you guys going, we have to wrap up. Like and
I am not with it.
right? We've done an episode where I've seen drunk people.
Yes.
Hey, LuLaRoe, I'm sorry you have to go. Hey, take care. Reach out.
Email
to
us if you need us.
Yep, we'll be here for you. So when's next? We might do Friday or Monday.
Yeah, it's either gonna be Friday or Monday.
Yes, so we're gonna find out soon. We don't know. Follow us again on Facebook and you'll find out.
Yeah, Facebook, we will post it.
And say if not, it'll be usually we do Tuesdays.
Yeah,
So-
Tuesdays are usually.
Yeah, but thanks for joining us.
Our next one was we need to reset the shit we're dealing with. It was another mental health issue.
It
Basically.
was because we
We were dealing with it was
I say I
beginning of October.
got all drunky and fell out of my chair
Yeah.
off one drink.
Yeah, we were
That was a bad
a
day.
little
for
bit,
me.
yeah.
It was weird.
After that,
Yep.
we talked about how inflation is calculated
Yep.
and are we actually in a recession?
And we agreed we were.
We were in a slight recession.
Yep.
Even though inflation was getting better. And it's gotten better now too.
Yep.
After that,
a fantastic episode.
the one we tried to figure out what it was Collar Brass Solutions food truck.
Yes, being cheesy,
Being cheesy.
and she owns they want to start a Euro truck. Or
Yeah.
a Greek
They have
truck.
like 3 trucks, I think you
yeah,
said.
and then
No,
so
he wants to start a Reuben truck.
Yeah, it was a
Rubens,
Reuben.
that's right. Yep.
Yep.
And so that was a really so they have two. They have two currently on the road. They're working on a third. I really enjoyed that.
That was a
episode.
fun episode.
We're supposed to still have another person on.
Yeah, I gotta message him because he's done with his semester now.
Okay.
So we should be able to get him.
Yep.
After that, it was one that you did not like, but the people liked.
No, that's I say.
The political special 2022 midterms.
Yep. And I'm not a political. It's funny. I am opinionated,
Yes.
but again, my opinion is what matters. Now that he didn't win his judgeship, I would really love to have him back on.
Yeah, we need to get a hold
I
of
would
him.
really enjoy to have a conversation because, right, I've gone through this and he is, and I would love to be shit faced, right? I like not shit faced like our episode that we didn't air that we'll talk about coming up.
That is on YouTube, and if you want to see, get a
Is it
hold of
really?
me. It is. I posted it. It's already got 6 views.
But-
It's only available if you contact me directly.
Oh, but I will say, like, I would now because right, like, I want to know his side of things
Mhm.
versus my side of things because technically what he does is completely opposite of
Mhm.
mine, and so I would love to like I don't have to be drunk, but like I think both of us having an honest conversation would be amazing, and I'm looking forward to that episode. He said he'd come back on.
I'll get a hold of him.
I'd like to have Joe on for his own episode because
I would
he seemed
too.
like a
He-
great guy.
I like Joe a lot.
And he has, and it's funny because I loved it. Like I didn't like that he lost, but he instantly came out and he's like, I don't give a shit if I win this one or not. It's literally about getting to the next spot and doing
Yes.
this. And I'm like, dude, this is a guy who is on my level of like, this is pennies, this is small potatoes, this is
Yeah.
all that matters is infiltrating.
Yeah.
I have an interview tomorrow for a job that I'm really looking forward to.
Okay.
It is a housing inspector
Okay.
for housing. Like
Wait,
housing is
You,
housing.
you house inspect for houses?
It's a housing inspector for housing vouchers.
Okay.
So people who, right? So now, right, I'm going to be the change I want to be able to see, right? And so, because like that was the whole thing. I asked myself, I was like, because people are like, oh, people don't want to work in unemployment. And I was like, no, I want to find jobs that I want to do, right? Like that impact me. So, really, like I'm excited for that. So I'm really hoping that that'll be a thing.
So after that,
Yep.
we had an sticking to your budget.
Because you have to
And
right now.
budgets are so important.
Yep. And say, you know, we'll do it again next year,
Yeah.
right? We always do a budget episode, and we love to do a budget.
Budgeting is so important.
And you know, I'd love to do another one and try to focus more on YouTube
Yeah.
because I think what we'll do is we'll literally, I mean, we'll walk through and start pointing out, hey, this is the This is the way to budget. And because we have a Pops and Pennies that's coming up that we
We
have to
do.
do. Which I thought I wrote down, but apparently I didn't yesterday. Sorry, lady at breakfast. We'll talk about that
Yeah.
on a Pops and Pennies episode. And then say, but budgeting really, like, especially with inflation being as high as it is, you know, your rates aren't going to change. You can't refinance right now, and if you do, it's not really a good idea. So we have to figure out how to get you to get to a good price, right?
Yeah. After that, we had an update on a guest's finances and Comic-Con talk. That would be my daughter.
Yeah,
We
I
got
think-
the update on her life, and then we talked a bunch of Comic-Con.
because I went for my second year in a row.
Are we doing Byron?
Do you want to?
It's up to you.
We're out by 3.
Yeah, I think it ends at 3.
Yeah, I think I can do it if you want.
Okay,
So-
let me double check and make sure the time, because Jack Razor said he'd like to sell prints if
Oh,
we did
we'll
that.
sell for him then. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I figured we could get some, swag to give away to people.
Yep.
So
Do
Um,
something at the mid-year or whatever, the GRCC one that's gonna be down in
and the hard part for that for me is it's right in the middle of my softball.
Well, it's funny
Oh,
because
that's
like the
true.
hard part for this one, and we did promise. So in theory, my answer is I have to,
Mhm.
right? Because we promised viewers that if we got to 10,000 likes on TikTok,
Yeah.
we would get a table. My wife's birthday is that next day.
Okay.
It's the 5th, right? Like, and this time it's the 4th, but she actually already has to work. So I've gotten permission
All right.
that I can oblige by my promise. Like we promised it, we're gonna have to give it. So like I'm gonna do it if that's what everybody wants, right? But
Sounds good.
and we talked about it. Like I want to
Yeah.
get dice and I want to sell nerd shit because
Yeah.
I love dice. Let's say
We could have dice to give they roll the dice and they they get whatever number they roll on. Like for giveaway.
oh yeah, that wouldn't be
Yeah.
bad.
I like
Okay.
that idea.
We just gotta find 20 different things.
Yeah.
One through
After that,
5.
buying a house with little to no money. That was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, say
Last week, I guess.
yeah, say literally was last, but and then we uploaded an episode about our cruise, which again we talked about didn't do well. For sound quality. Uh-oh. Here we go. Hi, Mom.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. We're actually podcasting right now.
All right. I'll call you back some other time.
You gonna be around? You gonna be around for a bit?
Yeah.
I'll give you a call back in like 10 minutes. All right, bye.
All right, sorry. Bye.
That was Marv. Marv,
Oh.
the newly retired man.
Marv retired.
He did.
Marv Johnson. Sorry, Marv Johnstone. Good for you.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He is
Retired
fully retired now.
retired from the Cheesecake Factory. Good for him.
Actually, for making
I-
Pop Tarts.
I didn't know how we wanted to say it, but I was gonna say Twinkies because it'd be
It was
more fun.
Pop-Tarts.
I know, but no shit.
Yeah,
Marv retired.
he retired.
This
I
is the only one I know.
I'm like, how's retired life? And
He
he's
fucking
like,
hates it.
it's weird.
Yeah, because Marv is like 60 something years old.
Yeah, it's like 65,
Yeah.
66.
Marv is the only person I know that literally from probably I didn't know him young, but I will say I've known him for 7, 8, 9 years now, probably.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is the only guy I know that old in life works 70, 80 hours a week.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep, fuck it. See, and like, the other people I know that did that were the people that hated their wives. And then they have Marv who loves his wife. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
and he was like, well, I'm gonna work Saturday because it's time and a half.
oh yeah, Sunday.
Oh my god,
double time.
Sunday's double time. I'll work Sunday too.
Yeah, fuck it, dude. This is where I make money. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
you live in a house that's $40,000. You drive a modest car.
Yeah.
Yep. And I was like, all right, where's your Coke problem? Like, where's your money going? I don't know. you know,
He had to make money for everybody else.
oh god, yes, dude. This is the babies, the kids, all of it.
So that covers the year
All right,
Um,
what's your favorite episode?
of the year.
Yep.
That's tough.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to say the second episode with Steve.
It's funny because I might agree with you, because I had such a good time.
It was so much fun.
We love doing in-person episodes.
We do.
Let's say Mike. I mean, it's just a fun time to be down there, right?
It is.
We didn't do a baseball episode this year.
We're gonna do one probably start of spring training.
Yeah, because as much as we try to do it right when baseball starts, we fail. Because we seem
We
to
have
try to
so
kill
much shit,
ourselves.
yeah.
We try to do other things in life. As much as we prioritize this, we also realize that our friends have other things going on too.
Absolutely.
But so coming up next year, we'll talk about that year. So the year in review here. I enjoyed one of our beginning episodes we talked
Yeah.
about along the way, with Betty's Pages, with
Great episode.
Yep. Say your wife and Jessica
Jesse,
Silva.
yeah.
Like that was a great episode. Like
It was.
and it's funny because I don't realize how unsexist I am, and I don't realize how, and because people, so I had a person reach out to me, and I am a soccer fan. Okay. And I don't watch women's basketball. I don't watch women's anything. But you're damn right I watch women's soccer. Because we actually do shit.
Women's soccer is better than men's soccer.
No.
Totally better.
No.
Totally
No.
better.
No. They
Way
can't.
better.
No. But it's better for the US because we fucking win. But right, I just shared it the other day. I'm like 286 until women's soccer. And I'm like, yep.
I have this question though.
Yeah.
Mike, what was your favorite episode?
My favorite episode probably ended up being the first episode with Hendy. And it's
First
not
one?
that I disliked the second one. It was just like my mental space was different
That's yeah.
at that
very
episode.
small.
So that's why I think I like that one. But I mean, in terms of like non-Hendy related episodes, I mean, probably the side hustles guy. I thought he was really interesting.
It was great.
Adam was awesome. And it's fucked up. So because it didn't go as long as I wanted, I love the coin episode.
Yeah.
And it was funny because that started as me and him drinking at Grandpa's Brewing.
Yes.
It kind of turned into, hey, this is what I'm doing. You're taking the initiative to go, fuck, come on an episode.
Yeah.
And with the next one, we're gonna get his boss because
Yeah.
right, like, and so literally, I mean, I had a notepad, like we have the paper, right?
We
Like,
do.
grab it behind you, like it's a
regular
it's right behind you.
notepad.
well, it's right behind you, like 6x8. Yeah, one of, and then like look at it, like for those
Front
watching,
and back.
like it's this one, right, front and back of literal questions. Oh, sorry, it's this one, but like. So there is 20 questions, and I could have gone more. And then the collar brass. Oh, so Tom,
That was it.
so, and say I don't know if I have a phone number, but we talked about South Haven. We talked about so much, and so this
Yeah.
literally has just crap tons of questions. So things where it makes me start to think and start to write.
Yeah.
Like I love that, right? Because you're picking my brain at this point. Granted, I just. So I enjoyed those. We love guests, right?
We do.
That's why we also enjoy any guest questions, feedbacks, things like that. We talked about it. Let's say LuLaRoe isn't on anymore, so that's fine. Passion projects.
Yeah.
Yesterday, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which isn't up yet. It'll be up before the end of the year.
yeah, I'll get it up towards the end of this week.
And it's fine. Like it's fine if people go, hey man, this isn't where it's at, but like fuck you, it's not for you. Like, because that's
Not everything's gonna be a banger.
100%. But it's a banger for us, right?
It's
And,
a
like,
banger for us.
that's a fact.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a bagger.
It's a bagger. We'll bag
Bagger.
it.
Banger.
How many drops?
Bangers and
How
mash,
sick are
baby.
those drops?
Let's say. We're looking forward to next year.
We are.
We might have another episode after this,
We probably will.
and actually probably another one after that. We're really trying to fit in a couple.
We
this
are.
year,
We
because we felt bad. We missed one or
we
two.
skipped a few because
Yeah.
of illnesses and stuff, so we got to catch up.
Yeah, let's say, and we want to try to give you guys at least one a week. It's funny when we first started this. You remember how I was like, we should have one in the bag, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. And we fucking use that
we
real quick.
use that. Yeah, we always get one in the bag and then it's gone.
Oh, dude, like literally once we're like, oh, we have another, all right, cool. We have other things that we can go do. And then it's like, man, we should probably record.
Yeah.
Like we should probably get a few, right? Like, and we'll do topics about budgeting that just stay out there forever.
So hit me with your normal.
Oh, my friends, big shout out to Black Calder Brewing, Weathered Souls, Broadleaf Brewing and Spirits. Black is beautiful stout. From my heart to you guys, we love doing this. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family that we're here for you.
I love the Polar Espresso from Grand Rapids
Yeah.
Brewing. Very, very good. I'm sure Mike enjoyed his City of Portage water.
Hell yeah.
It's very
Um,
refreshing.
It was an awesome year.
It was.
And we'll probably put this up to the last thing for the year.
I think this will probably be the last episode I upload this year.
I say I'm really excited for, let's call it the episode that we've already recorded that you don't know about.
Right.
With a friend of mine who's going to talk a lot about mental health. and
Yeah.
it's just in a different way of like looking at very, very, very successful real estate investor out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. So
So as Nick said, like, subscribe, share,
please,
and we will we'll see you guys very, very soon because we're not gonna be gone maybe less than a week.
maybe.
So
Let's say.
happy holidays, everybody, and
Yeah.
we'll all talk very, very soon.
You've dialed in
To Box and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these
because
stuff.
they know the
And
brews.
they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, cause shit's not funny.
And save yourself some
Beer money, bucks,
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
brews.
and brews.
Bucks and brews.